Good morning, everyone. This is Ambika Bhargav from Dr. MPS World School. Hope you all are fine. Today, we are going to start class 10th Economics Chapter 2 Sectors of Indian Economy. So, let us discuss about the economic activities. What are economic activities, first of all? So, you have seen people around you, they may be engaging in some different activities to earn the livelihood. Some may be producing goods while others may be delivering the services, and whatever they do for their livelihood, it is known as economic activities. See, in this picture we can see the people engaging in different works, like some of the people were doing jobs, and some of the people delivering the postman is delivering the postcards, letters. Some are the laborers, some are coolies over here, some farmers we can see. So these are the different activities which we can see here, right? So with this we could understand what are economic activities. Now we will discuss how can we classify these economic activities. So these economic activities are classified into groups using some important criteria. So what are these criterias are? We will discuss in this chapter on which basis these sectors are classified, what are the how they are interdependent to each other, and how the things changes. These groups are known as the sectors of Indian economy. So let's start with the chapter. So this is our first activity, that is primary sector, right? The economic activities which we carry on in this sector are the economic activities which are connected with the extraction and the production of the natural resources. Like for example, as given agriculture, we can see over here some of the people are doing agriculturing work, some are doing mining work, some are doing dairy farming work. So these are the examples of primary sectors. We could say that when the economic activity is centered from the extraction of the raw materials from our mother earth, right? Like agriculture, forestry and mining. So this is primary sector. In India, agriculture is the biggest example of primary sector. However, forestry and fishing can also be considered in the example. It is also known as agricultural or the related sector. So we will discuss with few of the examples. Let us discuss the example of cultivation of cotton. It can take place in the crop season, right? And the growth of the cotton land, we depend mainly on the natural factors like rainfall, sunshines and climate. So the product of this activity, that is cotton, is a natural product, right? In the same way, we could say dairy. We have taken the example dairy over here. Dairy भी हमने examples में लिया है. So we depend on the biological process of animals and the availability of the fodder, etc. Right? The product here is, what is the product of dairy? That is milk. So we get the product, what that is milk, also in a natural product. Similarly, when we see into this category, that is mining, so we can say that the product, the ores are also the natural product. The minerals and the ores are also the natural products. When we produce goods by exploiting the natural resources, it is the activity of the primary sector. So with this examples, few of the examples, we could understand that everything which we extract from or connected with from the natural resources we get from the mother earth is known as primary sector, right? So give me some of the examples of primary sector that you can see around, that you have known. Let us continue with our next sector, that is secondary sector. So secondary sectors are the sectors in which the economic activities which are related to the manufacturing process. You understand, the manufacturing process means we are producing something. For example, manufacturing of steel, manufacturing of furnitures, and manufacturing of shoes, manufacturing of cars, every the manufacturing process which is being undertaken, like we can see over here in some of the pictures, the manufacturing is taking place here. The manufacturing of shirts taking place here, some of the machinery or the car process is going on. So whatever is the process is under the manufacturing purpose, it comes under the secondary sector. So let us take the examples of it. We can see that the product is not being produced by the nature here, right, but has to be made, and therefore some process of manufacturing is going on. Let us take some examples. The examples we have taken, that is cotton in our primary section. So can we consider cotton over here in the secondary sector? No. Why? Because we are getting cotton from the nature earth, right? The product is not produced here. The product is not produced by the nature, but has to be made, and therefore some process of manufacturing is essential here in the secondary sector. For example, we can say using cotton fiber from the plant, we spin yarn and weave the cloth. So using sugarcane as a raw material, we make sugar or gur, we can say. So these under process where the manufacturing is going off, where the manufacturing is going on, it comes under the secondary sector. So since this sector gradually became associated with the different kind of industries, they come up, and thus this is also known that this sector is also known as industrial sector. We have read about the primary sector as it is associated with the agricultural field, natural resource. So we called it agricultural sector also, to primary sector. And as this the nature of this sector is associated with industries, so we call this sector as the industrial sector. Now we are going to continue with the tertiary sector. So this is the third type of category. This is tertiary sector. The economic activities that are mostly based on providing services to the society. Here we are not producing anything, we are providing services to the society, like transportation, banking, insurance, etc. falls under this category. As we can see in this pictures here, see, this is bus, transportation process, banking process, and some communication call centers. This can be considered in the tertiary sector. Let us take an example. So whatever the goods that are produced in the primary sector or the secondary sector would need to transport by trucks or trains, and then sold in the wholesale and the retail shops. At times it may be necessary to store these things to the godowns as well. So how do it reach to that places? We need the transportation facilities, right? We also may need to talk to the other persons over the telephone and send letters. That is communication. I said that call centers also, the communication centers over here. We need communication also. So to borrow money, we need banks. So we have studied about banking also. Banking we have studied. So banking to help the production and the trade. Transportation, storage, communication, banking, trades these are the examples of tertiary sector. Since these activities, tertiary activities, generate services rather than goods, tertiary sector is also known as service sector.